Okay, this is literally going to be the easiest tutorial you've ever seen. If you can make a snowflake out of paper, you could probably do this one. Pretty basic tools, some sandpaper, sander, jigsaw, and a drill. We do have the cutting board oil or the beeswax. We will more than likely go with the beeswax because we just favor it. A little piece of 4-ply jute rope or whatever you want to hang it up with. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our wood. We'll stretch the paper out to wherever we think is close. You can make this almost any size you want, any shape you want. Like I said, if you can make the snowflakes what you did when you were a kid, this should be right up your alley. Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll just fold it in half. You know where I'm going with this. And then what I like to do is I like to put this in my hand right here, grab my pen, make a little mark, give myself a little room. And then about 3/4 of an inch, I just do a small line. So there's the handle, just a reference. Okay, you can do, what we'll end up doing is we'll end up rounding here, coming back like that. We'll round here and round here. Pretty basic. Rounding the corners and then cutting out the handle. And you could trim it whatever way you see fit. Done with those. And there we go. Your basic charcuterie board design. So what we do now is we just transfer that onto the wood. Put that over there. And then we'll do somewhere, we'll draw a hole. So it should look like something like that. I'll probably end up trimming a little more because there's a little bark on here, because it's just a piece of live edge I had laying around. All right, what I'll end up doing is I'll make all the straight cuts first, and then I'll come back and do all the rounding. Please be careful. Make sure you wear your safety glasses. A dust mask would be nice, and watch where your hands are the whole time. Okay, now we have the basic shape cut out. We can go ahead and start fine tuning. You know, I have a couple little spots I need to fix. And see if we like the handle. The handle feels good. Feels really good. And these sanding stations, I will link the video in the description or do a little pop-up here or here. Yeah, we just did these the other day. We've been doing these for years. They are amazing. So now what we'll do is we'll grab a chunk of wood, put it under the handle, and then we'll drill the hole. So we're using 1/4 inch jute. This is a 3/8 bit. And we do that, we put that wood under there so we don't get blowout. So now what we'll do is we'll go around and sand them edges. We're starting with a 120. Round everything off. You could probably do an 80 grit or something a little bit more aggressive. Go a little faster. I like it. We rounded out the corners as much as we wanted to. The handle still feels really good. So now what we'll do is we'll sand off the top. You might see like an imperfection. You can just go back. Oh, you go back and clean it up. All right, now I'm going to switch to the 220. But first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pen and I'll mark it. Just like that. You can do lines, you can squiggles, whatever. Just what I usually do, sand that off, then I'm done. And that's it, nice and smooth. So what we'll do now, you can usually use a cloth or whatever, but I have these rags available. And this is Howard feed and wax. And then this other one is just a regular Howard cutting board oil. You can get those at any local, I believe Lowe's carries it. And I usually don't do the bottom because I usually put feet on them. You can do whatever. Do the same. Do the 220 and then seal it. Because it will look different. It'll feel different It's got a little bit more texture to it, which is nice. And then what we do is take our little jute rope, put it through there, tie it up, and I'll let that sit overnight. Then I'll hit it again because it gets pretty slick. But yeah, that's got to be the easiest charcuterie board to build, in my opinion. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. And if you could, please hit subscribe. We love doing these videos. I love just fine-tuning things. And yeah, we'll see what we come up with next. What kind of tips, tricks, and how-tos. Thanks for stopping.